Yep, another fuel pump. So this is for the Civic EG build. Yep, we still got a lot to do on this thing. I have most of the interior parts I need. I still need to get carpet and the rear plastics and maybe some seats. And that'll just kind of cover everything back up again, help with the sound. I have a glove box for it. I believe I have the center and armrest center pieces for it. It has some EP3 front seats for it. You guys seen the video on them? So it's pretty simple. You pull off the cover underneath the seat. I don't have a seat here to pull up to show you. I haven't debated on going with a seatbelt setup, or if I want to do a harness bar setup. I guess we'll get there when the time comes. But I'm going to go ahead and put in a new fuel pump to help with this car. We will definitely be draining the fluid and putting in some new 93 before it started on the K motor. And that's about it. You take out them bolts, you finesse it out the way, you pull off this return, the gas feed, and then you don't need to mess with that. This comes right on out. So there's a green clip right there. You'll pull off of the top of there. It just slides straight up. Then you just push in the tab and pull out like normal. So that's that part. And then this thing just kind of sits in there. And then obviously you have that there. Which this hose here does not look too good. I think I have another hose laying around. And I should hopefully have 2 hose clamps laying around, at least one that's better than that I can go ahead and just put some all new on. Peace of mind. You don't want a small hole, a crack to get in this and drop your fuel pressure. That can cause damage to your motor. So let's get to it. So, fuel pump's back in, easy enough. All sewed up, good to go. Get rid of that smell in here. It's been sitting in here open for a couple weeks. It takes me a lot longer to film or to do things when I film. So, right here's some plastics I still got in here. I got door panels out there. The one plastic I did forget I do need is that side step one, which sets in like the door jamb. I do need those, but I'm going to go ahead and paint the door jambs. Get in here painted, get the seats in here painted, or well, get the seats in here and get everything probably painted and installed. Ignore this. This is from that fuel pump I just did, so she's going to need some serious cleaning. And go ahead and get the conversion harness and all this installed and ready. And going to get the jambs painted, the doors painted. Just go ahead and get all that done. That way all I have to do is focus on the exterior. So with that being said, you kind of see what needs to be done. That automatic cluster needs to be put in, and doors, and dog's excited. But so once I get the jambs painted, we'll get in here done up, and then we'll continue the outside. I just got some self-etching primer for out there. I still got to get the smaller, like the little bristle bit, and go over the whole outside to make sure I get every piece of rust out of every little area. So I'm going to do a self-etching layer of primer, probably 2 coats, maybe 3. I'm going to block it down, and then I'm going to do just a regular gray primer, which is also a rust preventative primer, and then I'm going to block it down. And I'm going to do that through the whole car. And once the whole car is primered gray and blocked and clean and ready, make sure, double check there's no mistakes, anything needs to be fixed. I do know there's some fender work and hood work to be done. We'll get to those once the whole back of the car is ready. I'm basically going to work from a way back forward, because the forward, that isn't too bad. Basically just the doors back, even the roof is pretty rough. But it's all just surface and paint, really. I stripped it all down, and I have a little section over here on this quarter panel that I painted that you can't see. I haven't even looked at it since it dried. I just kind of used it as a guide coat to really see what I was working with, and it looked really good when I laid it on wet. So that's, I guess that's going to wrap up this video. Short little Civic build update. I'll probably post a 240 video, and then I'll post this later. This is New Year's Day, 240. Just working on the 240 New Year's Eve. I still got to put in the manual rack and everything, but I'm gonna do that once the bay is finished. We're gonna go ahead and paint it white as well. Actually, you know what? I think we're gonna paint it red. I think we're gonna paint it red. Paint the rails red. White exterior, and all this is just gonna be random line black. I do plan on getting carpet for in here, but we'll just see what I come across. I found a guy that has pretty much all the stuff I need and then some, so I'm gonna go. He's about 3 hours one way, so I'm gonna meet up with him and get it all. But it's just taking time. All the holidays, and he just had a birthday I think last weekend, so couldn't do it last weekend. But we'll get there. Hopefully he hasn't sold it yet. And, you know, we'll get the last few pieces that we need. And then some. But, you know, I still got to do under the trunk. Go ahead and paint it white. Or I could paint it black. Like the Rhino. Do the Rhino liner on it as well to match the inside. Haven't decided yet. I'm thinking about just spraying it white and calling it a day. But we'll see. I still got to do the jams. So when I say do the jams, I'm doing the doors. The door jams. The trunk and the the under the trunk and the jams, and then that's about it for that, because all that bay is going to get fully red and then the fenders will get fully white. So I'm gonna end the video here. You'll have a good one.